Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. Just give me 1 second here while we get started. All right. So let's go ahead and start here with a SPY on the weekly. We can see that we closed with the week with a flat top here. Real heavy red volume. The TTM still showing momentum to the downside. So what is the next stop? All right, we did make a new low. We did break those June lows. I think, next stop it's probably going to be 350. Okay, around right here, you can see. But right here was resistance, then became some support. So that's what we have. Our support here. So around 350, we could probably come before we can get the bounce and then maybe come back down. Who knows? All right. We'll take it a week at a time and see what the market gives us. Let's go ahead and go to the daily here on SPY. Okay. We also have this trend here on SPY that can bring us all the way back down on the daily to around, in the low 300s there. Now we draw a trend here. Yeah, so the low 300s. Yikes, that's a big drop right there. We'll see if the 350 holds. 350 is also a psychological area and number that we can hold there on the week on SPY. But yeah, you can see here in this fib, 350 is an area of support there. On the weekly, so we'll see how tomorrow sets up. Yeah, you see this hourly wedge here that happened on Friday here around 1 o'clock. We started breaking down, hit 350. So something to watch here, guys, is this trend right here. So a lot of times, most often than not, when we break a trend either to the upside or to the downside, we'll break down, then we'll come and test the trend, and then we'll make a new leg down. Okay, so that's something to watch. Tomorrow, if pre-market, we're testing this trend here, then watch for a rejection and, come back down. Maybe come and hit that 350. All right, so go ahead and make sure you have that level. As a matter of fact, I am going to put an alert, sorry. Around that time. Around that area. All right, so we come hit there. I put a little bit higher. Okay, I want to be watching that, so for a rejection. So if we get there in pre-market, all right, maybe a rejection right at the open, or if we go down more in pre-market, maybe a rally up back to 360 and then reject. So we'll see what pre-market gives us, but that's something to keep on watch there. All right, let's go ahead and look at the cues here on the weekly. Kind of the same as SPY. You can see here we made a new low, flat top, momentum still to the downside here on the TTM. We're in a downtrend, so definitely, we're making lower highs. Go ahead and look at the daily. Same thing as SPY. You know, you have that downtrend that we can come and hit. So keep an eye on that. And then we have the hourly. Again, broke that trend. Watch for a possible rejection. Then come and make a new low. So definitely the Qs are not looking too pretty neither. All right. So yeah, look at that downtrend. Definitely. We got some support here around 260. So maybe set an alert there for a potential bounce here on the weekly. Come and hit this 260 area on the fibs and maybe come and touch this trend again. Now, until we get, you know, above this trend here on the weekly, that's probably when things are gonna start reversing to the upside. Okay, so we're in a bear market as long as we cannot get above that trend on the weekly. So that's the same reason that when we came up here we had that trend. Okay, my previous videos, you know, we were already expecting this reversal if we could not break above, and we didn't. I mean, we rejected that trend pretty hard. So just keep that on watch. On the Qs, let's go ahead and go over Tesla. Here on the weekly, overall Tesla's been holding on pretty well. The weekly we did close with a flat top here, red volume, momentum to the downside, so it's looking weak now. We have some support here at the 260s. Let's see if they hold. You can see here there's a demand zone here, previous support, previous resistance, then we broke through, then we came back and tested that same and we bounced right off of it. You could see here. So we'll see what happens here with the bull step in and try back up. Yeah, look at the daily though. Daily's looking really weak. Red volume on Friday. Now we closed under the 200 EMA on the daily, which is a bearish sign. Also momentum to the downside on the TTM squeeze. So definitely the 250, what, 255 coming here before we hit a bounce. So if we bounce pre-market, watch it for it to come down here. So I'll give the levels again tomorrow. Pre-market, we'll see the setup, we'll give the levels, and then we'll be ready to execute like we always do. But this is the channel that we finally started breaking through. Here on the daily, we're still holding a bit. Okay. Oh, something that I wanted to mention here, because a lot of these charts are showing this head and shoulders pattern on the weekly, and you can see here you got the shoulders, right? You got the head, and we're forming another shoulders here. So we got the shoulders, the head, the shoulders, and possibly, you know, dumpster fire to the bottom. But at least Tesla has the 200 EMA here at 186, so maybe come to this area before we get a run. So keep that on watch on Tesla. And we go to the 1 hour here. You can see we have this trend here. Okay, so definitely we have room to about 250, which is that what we said on the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly, I mean, it'll take like 3 weeks for us to come and hit these levels. But on the hourly, we can definitely come and hit that 250. So, and that's breaking the weekly. No, is it the daily? The daily channel here that we broke on Friday, or we started to break. So, yeah, we have this trend on the hourly, and we also have this support here on the fibs here on the daily. So, okay, 2 areas of confluence there where we can come in, hit on Tesla. So definitely in the 250s, that would be a target for the downside. Okay, in Tesla. Again, tomorrow pre-market, I'll give the targets, and then we'll be ready. Let's go ahead and go to the next one, NVDA. So you see how close on NVIDIA we're getting to this daily trend. So we're gonna hit the near, what is it here? About 113 to 115 area in the daily. Yeah, so definitely this area, something we want to watch. Look at this support here. Okay, resistance, support, then we rallied and we're coming back. Okay. So again, I think people are gonna see this as a possible head and shoulders. We got the shoulders, the head, and if we kind of consolidate here like we did for months, you know, and then drop to the downside. So this is ugly though, consolidation. Months of nothing. Okay, so definitely watch NVIDIA. Look at this. Support, and then we have this on the daily. Right at where support is. So definitely I think buyers will step in here. Drive it back to 140, 160, who knows. And then if the market keeps going down, then we'll finally break it. Yeah, and then it'll get pretty ugly. Yeah, so not looking too pretty in the video. Hopefully we get a bounce here. All right, let's go back to AMD. AMD, the same thing. You can see, you know, same thing. You got the kind of a shoulders here, kind of a head and shoulders here on the weekly. This is the area that I marked last week that we can come down to, and I still have it there. And you can see the circle. We are getting closer. I'm going to move it a little bit more to the right. Activate it. Okay. Oh. All right. Move this circle around right there. All right. So this is the area. Take that off. This is the area that I'm expecting AMD to come and hit. Let's go to the hourly. Okay, so we'll see what kind of setup we get in the morning, and then we'll give some alerts if anything sets up. Let's go to Amazon. Again, Amazon, coming back to this area of support. So on Amazon, I do have a really good average here on Amazon. Before the split, you know, I got some down here, had a nice run, and now it's coming back down. So I'm still holding my position. This is long term, so I'm not too worried about it. The weekly, again, looking bearish. Look at another flat top here, indication of momentum still to the downside using the Heiken-Icy candles. We got the daily here. We close with a doji indecision candle, red volume, momentum to the downside, looking weak. We broke above that uptrend. We broke the support at 120. So yeah, near the 100 area. 105 to 100 is the area where I would target if you're going short. Again, as far as day trades, tomorrow I will give the levels if I see something set up here. You can see here on Amazon, we bounced on the hourly here at 112 on Monday, then Wednesday again 112, and then we're coming back to the 112. If that 112 breaks, you know, that's where we could potentially see the stock drop back down to that near 100. So, and look at this, we have this uptrend here on Amazon on the hourly, and we are breaking it. And all we have to do is break that 112 and for a potential drop. So keep Amazon on watch. You can see here in the weekly we have room to come down. So hourly breaks below 112. We close below 112 on the hourly, and now you have some room for a big dump on Amazon. So this could make a lot of money right here. So we'll keep that on watch tomorrow. Again, we'll look at the pre-market, see what's setting up, and then we execute for the open. All right, let's go ahead and go to Microsoft, and then we'll do Apple last. Let's start here with the weekly. On the weekly here on Apple, we're still above the 200 EMA. Okay, we're still below the downtrend. We're still close with another flat top, which is bearish. You could see here flat top, flat top, flat top. This was kind of indecision. Flat top again on the weekly, momentum to the downside. And so let's go to the daily here. This past last week looks like it was real choppy, up and down, indecision candles. Again, this is a target where I'm thinking we could get a potential bounce, so keep that on watch. You can see here on the daily, every time we hit this trend, you know, we have a bounce. So anywhere in this area, 220 to 210, for a potential bounce on Microsoft. So make sure you set your targets. Then you have the hourly for an intraday trade, 229 tomorrow possibility. We'll see the setup in the morning and see what we see. All right, and let's finish up with Apple, guys. Here on the weekly, this is what I'm looking at Apple, and I have my alert there. Possible 130 before we can see a reversal. If we don't hold support there on Apple, then I am looking to around that 116 200 EMA. You could see the fibs here. We have them at what, 118. Yeah, and then the 200 at 116. So this would be an area where we want to target on the weekly. Okay, if we break below this 130 area. So something to watch on Apple. Then we go to the daily. Same thing here. We close with the flat top. Flat top, flat top, flat top. You already know when you get some continuation. Red volume, momentum to the downside. Let's go to the hourly. And then the hourly. You can see the momentum. Okay. So again, we'll see in the morning. See what kind of setup we get. And then we look for a setup and we execute. That's basically it. I mean, I don't know. Here I'll throw in Meta. So maybe like maybe Facebook here. But look at the weekly. All right, so hitting levels from 2020, back in March 2020. Remember, Facebook was you know, at 384 back in September, and now we're at 134. So major sell off there on Meta. Yeah, you see we finally broke here, this area right here, this channel. And so whenever you have these channels here and we finally break, you get that major dump to the downside. And that's what I'm saying about Tesla, right? You guys have to keep it on watch, because it's the same thing, same channel of consolidation we have here, right? And then finally broke through. We can come all the way down to 225, 206. So we gotta have a major sell-off, especially if some news come out, something bad, which usually does when something like this happens or sets up. But we'll see. I mean, we can get a bounce from here again and then come down on the next leg. So something to keep on watch. Or maybe not even all the way up, maybe up to here, you know, and then down. So something to keep on watch with Tesla, because it's exactly the same setup that you're seeing on that you saw happen on Facebook. So this so yeah, so Facebook, keep it on watch tomorrow. Looking very bearish. Got that uptrend. Okay, breaking below, maybe come test it and then boom to the downside. That's basically it. Yeah, I'll do coin too. I've heard some people talk about coin. Yeah, coin's just been a disaster. I hope nobody's holding coin. But from its IPO, look at that, just trash. We have an uptrend here. We break the 50s, we'll probably see the 40s again. And so the runs you've been hearing about coin, here it is. Right? Every time we come and test this level, we have a nice rally to the upside. Nice rally. So we come here again. Potential another rally, or finally get the sell off here. Right? Same kind of channel here that you have on on Facebook. And so you finally break that channel, right? You come down, and now boom, knee lows. There's no more support, right? So when there's no more support, I mean, when's the next support? There's nothing. So that thing can just sell off. Poof. I mean, you just play at that point. You just play psychological numbers like 50s. You break 60, you go to 50, and then 45, and then well, actually it would be 55, then 50, then 45, 40. But yeah, something you want to keep on watch there. Okay, those channels right there. There's a lot of them forming. Tesla's one of them. You saw again. If you go to Meta, what happens when that channel breaks? It's a disaster. Okay, sell off for days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 11, 12 days of just downside. So something to keep on watch. That's basically it, guys. I mean, there's so much stuff and tickers, and it just makes no sense to watch, you know, so many of them. Just stick to the main ones. As far as for me, just, you know, Tesla, SPY, the main ones. And then, you know, have Apple as a back burner, NVDA and Amazon and Microsoft, just back burners, and just stick with those and chart them every day. And that's it. That's all you need. If you have, you know, 25 or 30 of them, out of all of them, you're not gonna hit a single one because you're watching too many. And so stick to a few of them, master them, trade them every single day. That's all you need. And so I went through the main ones, and that's all we need. Who cares about everything else? Yeah, once in a while, you know, you'll have this ticker symbol be moving, but if you chase everything that moves, you know, it kind of takes away from what you're usually trading, right? And I think the main focus should be on your main ticker symbols every single day. They move every single day. At least one of them is going to move, from SPY and Tesla. I mean, those are very volatile. They move every day. And then have Apple, NVIDIA, Microsoft, and Amazon as your back burners. And one of those will move as well, if nothing else, if everything else fails. So yeah, so let's get ready for tomorrow. All right, I'll be posting the news early in the morning on the Discord. I'll post the charts, the setups, the entries, the targets, for you guys on the Discord, and then we'll be ready. We'll be ready. We had a good Friday. We had a good last week. I think every single week we were green. If you're struggling, make sure you let me know in your Discord channel. Let me know. We'll do a one-on-one. No extra charge. That's just part of being a member of the Discord, and we'll make sure to get you on the same page as us, and make sure you're getting the entries. How make sure you're doing everything right so you can profit as well. All right, guys, it's late here Sunday night. Let's get some good sleep and let's kill it in the morning. All right, have a blessed rest of your night. Adios. Bye-bye.